Hey, welcome back to Parole de Métal, Metalhead speaking. We are back again with Asmoth, it's me. And we are not in a metal style tonight. Yeah, I wanna discover you something different, something new. Maybe you know this band. This band is very well known around the world. In Italy, it's Belladonna. And I'm with Luana, Caraffa and Dani, Macchi. Hello all, how are you?
Hi.
How are you?
We're doing fine. How are you?
Thank you for inviting us. It's a pleasure.
Thank you to you, really. Thanks to you, because you are on my mic. I'm very honored, really, because I didn't believe this interview can be real, because we discuss simply on Instagram, and let's go. It seems too simple without a crappy manager or anything else. You seems very human. Thank you.
Oh, wow, that's nice.
Thanks.
But after all, we all are human beings, and it's strange when we behave in a different ways, huh?
Mhm.
Yeah, of course. And so you are here tonight because I wanna really discover your band to French auditors, to my French auditors on the radio in Paris. Yeah, hello, radio in Paris.
Ciao.
Ciao.
No,
Belladonna.
ciao is Italian. I don't remember in French.
Yeah.
I had to say ciao also.
Au revoir.
Au revoir is the goodbye.
Okay, true.
And I used to say ciao in French.
Salut. Something like that.
Salut. Yeah, salut. Now I remember.
Yeah.
Okay.
It can work for saying hello, goodbye, a lot of things.
Yeah.
I got a first question, and I don't wanna give you just a simple question. So maybe the first one is a bit hard already. You taking the name of a berry, Belladonna. It's a berry. It's a very dangerous berry. Is it a curative or dangerous? It is making sense for you?
Yeah. It's definitely, we loved the fact that this name, Belladonna, had many meanings. As a plant, it can be a cure and can be a venom, a poison, and can be an hallucinogen thing. So, depending on the dosage. And so we liked this variability on the meaning, and there was also the fact that there was also the solo album of Stevie Nicks, and it was like a tribute to her for us to choose this name.
Yeah, because Belladonna generally in France, we don't see, because you are Mediterranean with Italia, it's more know this plant.
Yeah. Also, we like the fact that it means beautiful woman.
Yes.
Yes,
Italian.
of course. The
So we
ragazza,
liked also
that's
this.
it.
But
Yes,
but
donna, yeah.
but all around the world, people know. Some people know the plant, and they know that it's called belladonna. While in Italy, when they hear the name, they think it's just about a girl, a woman. It's not about a plant, a venom. So they think maybe, I don't know, that we're saying that we are beautiful because there are three women in a band. They are not a male band. It's a more female band, and so it's also nice that the name is a reflection of this aspect.
Yeah, I see. It's a mid part of feminine and masculine. And Dani, you are alone in this band. You are the only man.
Sorry?
No, there is also the drummer is a guy.
Ah,
Mattia
also
is
the
a-
drummer.
Yeah,
Okay, oof.
Yeah, two
Yeah.
men and 3 women.
Do you play drums behind you? Because I listen.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I was.
No, I wanted him to stop it because it was annoying me.
I am practicing the drums anytime I can. So I thought you couldn't hear it.
He does that all the time on the phone when he speaks
Okay,
to
I
me.
won't do it.
Yeah. Thank you, Dani.
Okay.
It's yeah.
Just
It's
because you asked me, if
3
Luana asked
minutes.
me, I would
I'm
not know.
listening. What's that? What's that? What's that? Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Oh, begin Belladonna. Oh, begin this adventure because I prefer using. Yes, it's an adventure. You.
Yes.
Yes. Tell me.
It began, like Luana and I started writing songs before we put Belladonna together, and we were writing songs in Italian. And we had a band, and he had a different name. And it was basically like the early stages of our collaboration. And we're still trying, experimenting, with songs. And then we at one point, like for an experiment, we decided to do one of our songs in English, and all of a sudden it was like we discovered like our path started from there, because then it all started to make sense, and we started writing songs. They all had like a similar vein, or style, which is what we do. So with kind of noir, with this mystery and romantic sort of flavor. And we put our songs. I mean, at the time there was MySpace. I don't know if you remember it, or if any of your listeners.
I was really
remember
young.
Yeah. So were we.
It was really helpful for bands, MySpace, and we are so sorry that it doesn't work anymore.
Yeah, it doesn't exist anymore.
Don't exist.
But yeah, at the time, so we put our songs there, and they all became viral, as people say now. And we started, getting like loads of plays every day. We were one of the most listened to bands in the world, and that kind of really got the band started, because after that.
And it was in a time where you couldn't buy an ad to make your songs played, etc. It was just people sharing in their profiles your songs, so it was real. And there was a chart inside of MySpace, so we were always on first place or second in the unsigned bands, among the unsigned bands in the world. And that helped us a lot, because we started receiving messages from people, producers, and things like that.
Yeah, that really started everything, because like for us, like in Italy, if you're in a band, you're supposed to do things in Italian, which is what we used to do, and then like when we started doing this thing, we just fell in love, with this song that we did that was in English, and we were like, we just dropped all the other songs and we started writing new ones. And it was basically a suicide move, because no label would have signed us in Italy, because we sang in English.
See, and the people were telling us, our friends, "Oh, where are you going?"
Yeah, it was crazy. But
we don't know anyone.
But we didn't care. And I guess we were lucky, that MySpace started at the same time, and we were there. And then, there was this word of mouth on our band, all over the world. And from then, like, we decided not to sign with anybody ever, and we just dealt ourselves with our own affairs. We didn't have a record deal. We still don't, a publishing deal or anything. So we're free to do the music we want with no outside pressure, and everything we do, it's us. Like from the covers to the production, the mixing, the songwriting, everything. I mean, including as you said before, we don't have a manager answering. We do it ourselves. So it's just us, and it's better. Some things are more difficult this way, but they're always more fun, and it's more rewarding, because we can do what we want. When you're with a label, I know the old bands with labels, they say that they do what, but that is not true. Because even if the label doesn't tell you anything, what the label expects from you, and you tend to do that. And it's kind of okay, if someone likes that, but we don't like being told what to do with our music. So it's great.
It's great.
So that's how we started.
Yeah, it seems you are deeply convinced about do-it-yourself attitude.
Yes.
Is it true? And I think, is it because you got some deception, or you like just to do it by your hands?
What do you mean by that?
Do you think?
Because it's do you think that we like to do with our hands? You said, sorry.
Yeah. Do you think it's better to do with your hands, or do you think it's better to delegate?
No. And the more we do that, and the more it's difficult to go back and to imagine, for example, someone now doing what we done all the time so far. It's difficult because we always been in charge of everything and the aesthetics, everything. And so it's difficult to delegate. It's really difficult. I can imagine doing that.
Yeah, I mean, on certain things, sometimes we did do things with other artists, like in a couple of videos, for example, and it was great because, but the thing is, the difficult part, the challenge is to make the other person understand what our vision is of things, so they can, do their own thing artistically, but within the vision that we have of what we want to do, So when that happens, it's great, So we did a couple of videos like that, especially one, Let There Be Light. That's the only video, I mean, one of the two videos that we've done with a different director, and that was great, because the director really understood what we wanted to do, and she presented us with an idea that was totally in line, with our. So sometimes it happens, but what Luana was saying is true. It's very difficult.
It's difficult because there are many stereotypes in music and with bands. It's difficult to categorize people, no, in general. But with music, it happens that if you wear blacks, where people think that you do metal, and instead we are not a metal band, and maybe then they try to do something that it's metal, and but we are not doing metal.
For example,
just we have black clothes. It's not metal.
Yeah. You are not black metalhead.
No, we're not black metal. We're just black.
Yes,
very black.
Just an example, or maybe I don't know. Many other things like that. It's difficult from a cover of a single, but maybe if someone doesn't have a right vision about the music, the image that they may choose can be totally different, and the meaning totally different. So it's different.
So I mean, once you are really famous, then the label accepts that that they need to do what you want or what you ask. But so many bands, they're really great when they start out, and then they change because the label wants them to, and it's really sad. And we are lucky they never happened to us.
Mm-hmm.
I see. We will listen a first extract of your first album, Metaphysical Attraction, with Mystical Elysian Love. After the song, can you explain the context of the song of the album? Let's go.
Mm-hmm.
Take oxygen all before my brain. Pleasant fantasy, I didn't feel ashamed. When I look at you, my libido takes control. When I look at you, it's mystical, illusion love. High on estrogens, running from my veins. Long last innocence, but nothing is in vain. When I am with you, my heart must take control. When I am with you, we're magical, damnation gods. Overwhelm my obsession, and I own the everlasting, excess so exquisite, experiencing eternity. Mystical illusion, mystical illusion, mystical illusion.
Cause commune 93.1 FM.
Cause commune 93.1 FM et we are still on Parole de Métalleux, Metalhead speaking, www.paroledemétalleux.com. Are you okay, Luana and Dani?
Yes.
Yes,
Fine.
okay, you don't sleep, great.
No.
So we listen. So mystical. I don't have a memory. I'm sorry. It's
Mystical Illusion Love.
Mystical Illusion
Mystical
Love.
Illusion Love. Thank you. It was from your first album. First album.
Yes.
It's Metaphysical Attraction. The
Yes.
music video of Mystical Illusion Love was made in Germany, in the beautiful town of Berlin. It was on the worldwide YouTube most watched music video during in the August 27. It was more
Yes.
15 years ago.
My God, how many years ago?
Yeah, and you in fact your celebrity explodes. Yeah, it's atomic. It's a boom. Your celebrity boom with this album. Oh, it happens because you got nominated to Grammy Award. It's respect.
Thank you. It was a combination of things. I mean, it was MySpace was the main, carrier, the word of mouth that we had around our band. It's really MySpace that made it happen for us. So the Grammy came from that, and the YouTube thing for the Mystical Illusion Love video
YouTube
was
at
the beginning.
just started.
Just started,
in
so
2006 it was,
Yeah.
I think.
So it's the YouTube views were because MySpace we were so big on MySpace. It was so popular on MySpace. Then everything we did had a big echo of sort.
At the beginning.
And as a matter of fact, the Mystical Attraction, the whole album was the demos that we were doing. When we were saying before that we were writing all these songs in English. Mystical Illusion Love was one of them, and they were just demos that we were doing, in the rehearsal room.
The rehearsal room, yes. It was incredible to see the songs and the ballot of the Grammy Awards, and they were recorded in the rehearsal room.
Yeah, the
Yes,
song
it's
like this,
crazy.
the drums are done with
Yes, at the beginning we thought that there was someone crazy writing us, oh, you've been in the ballot, etc. We thought it was just a crazy person writing these things. And when we could see the document with our eyes, we couldn't believe that. And it was actually the first time ever that a band, an unsigned band, entered a ballot to the Grammy Awards, because usually only big names or with big labels, etc., but not unsigned artists. And
So that was great, and the drums, like on Mystical Illusion Love, are done with 3 microphones. It was and we didn't want to release it. For us, there were demos that we were supposed to then record.
we put that on MySpace to say to the people, okay, this is our songs, but we didn't expect.
Yeah, so
something
but on
like
MySpace,
that.
everybody was saying, "No, when are you gonna release them? When are you gonna release them?" So then we thought, well, they like these ones, they like this version, so let's release these versions. Because before that, we thought one day we'll go in a big studio and record them for real. And then we thought, well, they like this one, so we just released. So Metaphysical Attraction is really our demos.
Probably the cheapest album ever made in history.
But it's not a problem. Cheapest, okay, but a good album. Everyone.
We love it. We love it.
Yeah.
But as a matter of fact, we didn't even realize, this. For us, they were demos, but it doesn't really matter, the quality of the recording. What matters is always the emotional content of the recording. So once there's an emotion there, then it's good. It can be released. It's not, people don't buy records because the sound.
They don't buy perfection
because the microphone was worth a lot of money. So we don't think so anyway.
Yeah, and the next year after the Grammy Award in 28 Grammy Awards, the Noir album, a mix of French and English. It's not the Black album of Metallica, it's the Noir album of Belladonna. Okay. First.
Yeah.
Donc you collaborate with Miss Macy, Sylvia Macy, as a work as a producer for Tool, System of a Down, Scan Anansi, or Johnny Cash. And let's go to London to record a new album, if I understand well. And one day, the guy from Iron Maiden, Dickinson, say, "Hey, listen, Belladonna, it's really cool." It's happened like that.
That was really funny too, because a person, it was, I think, I don't remember, it was, we were on Facebook already. Someone wrote us saying, I'm listening to Bruce Dickinson on BBC and he's playing your songs. We said, okay, maybe you thought it was our song, but it's someone else. We couldn't believe that. And then this person recorded Bruce Dickinson saying that on the radio and to send us his voice to prove that he was telling the truth.
Really?
We couldn't believe that. It was incredible. So he played our song many times in his program. It was on BBC too.
Yes. What's the main difference between the Noir album and the first album in technical, in creativity, or anything else?
Well, and Dani maybe can tell something really important here, because he was the producer. Is the producer of all our albums, artistic producer. I mean. And even this album, the Noir album, was produced by Dani, and Sylvia Massey wanted to appear as a guru in the album, because at the beginning we wanted to record with her because she invited us, but then we thought that our song, even she's incredible, our song sounded in a really different way. We seemed like a cover band of Belladonna, not Belladonna anymore, because it was too perfect. It was the kind of sound of American bands, etc. But it was not us. And so we decided to record again the album in their studio, but with Dani as a producer. So Dani, if you're sorry, this is your job.
No, we do everything together, so it's not, But yeah, it was a great experience to go there. We recorded it in California, in Northern California. She has an amazing studio, amazing. She used to have. She doesn't have it anymore, but at the time she had this amazing studio in Northern California, and yeah, at first we wanted her to produce it, like to use her sound, but we ended up sounding like, as Luana was saying, like an American band doing our songs. It was just too perfect. We don't really have that type of sound, and Sylvia understood that, so she said, "No, you just produce it." So we used their studios, their engineers, and she was there as a guru, and we used their techniques, many recording techniques that she has. We used them on this record because we were in a studio. But yeah, we're really happy with the record. But and that was like, for us it was like our second chapter. So we see it as a Metaphysical Attraction number 2. Except the recording technique was completely different, because the first one was recorded in a rehearsal room, and the second one in one of the best studios in the world.
Yes,
so and we did, and after Yeah, so one can tell maybe that the recording quality on the Noir album is more, it sounds more expensive, but it's, for us it's really the same. We love them both for different reasons.
No, because it was the same. The producer,
It's the same, yeah, but the
was the same.
microphones and everything,
Yeah, no, that was different. But sometimes it's funny because some people reading things on Wikipedia tell me, oh, I can see the difference with a great producer with the album, and it actually was not another producer, because the album was produced by the same person, Dani.
Yeah.
It was just.
there was an input from Silvia, but Silvia was amazing because she loved the band, and then many years later, like 4 or 5 years ago, she released a book. She published a book of recording techniques, a great book. It's lots of pictures and things. They has done really well. In every recording studio you go in the States, you see this book. And she wrote to us that she wanted a picture of Luana in the book, and she put a big picture of Luana in her book when she was recording her vocals.
It's really funny because in that page I'm big and David Bowie is little.
There's a little there's a picture of David Bowie. There is one. So
it's insane.
so that was funny. So we love the Noir album, and Noir is we know it's a French word, but we use it like in the sense of noir movies or noir, literature.
Like a giallo in Italia, the black movie.
Yeah, like giallo a little. Yeah, but noir is more stylish than giallo. Giallo is more like the crime mystery. When we say giallo, it's more like it's just the crime part. When noir is also like the femme fatale women, the black and white,
Romantic.
the darkness and the mystery.
I also that the rock noir was the best definition, because sometimes people thought that we were doing something like goth, which is different, because especially in the lyrics, we are not talking about zombies, vampires, and things like that.
Sure.
There are a storytelling, and sometimes there are noir characters and crimes also, and it's more psychological. See, about the mystery of the mind. It's not about the mystery in an esoteric meaning of the term. Mystery like vampires, dead people, etc. It's the mystery of our imagination, our psychological attitude. And for example, in the Noir album, there is a song where there is a murder in a train, and it's like a little story. If you read all the lyrics, you can see from the beginning to the end.
A Manhattan Tale.
A Manhattan Tale, yes. So we thought that word could describe better our genre, because it was a bit different from other. We like metal, we like goth, but we're not doing that. So we wanted to say we are doing something a bit different.
I see. We will listen the Bruce Dickinson song Till Death Do Us. Let's go. The engineer sound. It's me, in fact. Let's go.
I'm in hate, all your darkness, homicidal, I predate. She the brave, she the prayer, I the evil incarnate. And
What is the story behind this song?
Okay. The idea of the song came, musically from this guitar riff. They just three notes. It's actually two notes, but I like this three really. That repeats itself throughout the whole song. So when we come up with this guitar riff, it would be great if the whole song had this riff non-stop, like a bit like Hollow Love, from Led Zeppelin. I mean, there's a little change in Hollow Love. In our case, in the chorus, the riff changes a little. In our case, it's just the same guitar riff throughout the whole song, in the verse and the chorus and the pre-chorus. So that was the idea, and the story is about doppelganger.
Yeah, doppelganger, yes, and a split personality is fighting herself, and in the verses you can see that she's asking herself about wondering who's in the mirror, and she wants to fight the person that is laughing at her and making fun of her and judging her, and but it's like in chess, it's like a checkmate, because if she's going to destroy until that was part, they cannot be divided because they are the same person. So it's a bit more story.
After the Noir album, and there was light. So after the night, the light. So you come back in Los Angeles. Yeah. Metallica go with the Black Album, the other Black Album. So you were this time with Mike Teichi. Yeah. Yeah. You got a lot of guests. You talk about Aleister Crowley, Gustav Young, this kind of thing. And again, you were on the top of iTunes. And big carton, like we say in French, around the world. It was a good CD again. You were mentioned by Nine Inch Nails, sorry, Moby, Manson, Motley Crue, and Vince Neil, Tattoo and Tequila, most important acts that influence in Motley Crue. You influence Motley Crue. You influence Bruce Dickinson. It's cool.
We were influenced by Motley Crue, especially from the first album. In a way, there was something about the rawness of the guitar and a certain, attention for melodies, and also like the first Motley Crue album was independent, was self-released by them, so there was a big inspiration. And it's still their best album, so you can, do music that people enjoy, even if you're not signed with a big label. Sometimes it's even better, because you do completely what comes from your heart and not what you think will sell. So and there was light. Yeah, it was a great experience. In this time we were in Los Angeles, and this album was a little different from the first two in the sense that it wasn't a concept album, but it's longer, it has more songs, and there's lots of cinematic moments in the album, just music, and we use different instruments, and we had many guests. So it's the first album that we've done that was more cinematic.
Nice. After this album, I got a problem, my computer. Sorry. You touring in Europe in 2012, so the Maya years of End of the World. Okay, you playing show in Austria, Switzerland, Italy, Luxembourg, all the Europe, and you were voted best Italian indie guitar player. What does it mean exactly? It's cool, but what does it mean?
I don't know. These things don't really mean all that much. But no, there was like a competition of sorts by an Italian association, the Indie Association of all indie labels, and they just had this poll, that people could vote.
Do the bit best guitarist?
Yeah.
Okay,
there were people
I was confused.
Could vote and vote what they thought was the best, guitar player in Italy. So so I arrived first, which was, it was great. It's nice.
It was nice because all people they went to vote, our fans, and so that was nice.
Yeah. So like over 1,000 votes, so it was nice.
But this thing don't mean.
Yeah, it doesn't mean in music.
Because it's
not,
like competition, beauty. We don't like competition.
Yeah.
In art, especially because we think that everyone has his own voice, his own her. Because we always say his, but we should talk in a female way. Everyone has his way of channeling in their inner world, their inner dreams. So that doesn't make sense to make a competition between artists.
Yeah, it's nice, that people like, it's when you take it like, so many people like what we do, and so that's the Grammy, and these are the best guitarists. So that is nice, but
it's nice, but we don't believe it.
But yeah, music shouldn't be a competition. Yeah.
No.
So we'll listen a song from And Where Was Light, and it's You and I Are One. I like the name of this song. It's beautiful. It's like me and my wife. So let's go.
Oh, thank you
so much.
Yes.
If I could read your mind and noticed, read the lies between the lines on your face when you say nothing of your duty to be mine. If I could read your book of hours, read my name within the lines on your bone when you are praying that they'll never be divine. If I could read it all so clearly, as you know I read it too, I would know my own believer, just as long as I'm with you. When you hold tight, you and I are one. You and I are one. You and I are one. If I could read your heart's desire, where our lips are sorely miss, on the cheek that I am turning to receive you to the kiss. I want to spoon mine over mother, to the mean I can't make out. I don't mind girls in the mother, I already own your soul. Oh no, turn the light. You and I are one. You and I are one. You and I are one. If I will read you what I've written, read it out just like a song, would you beg for my forgiveness and believe that we are one? You and I are one. You and I are one. You and I are one. You and I are one.
Cause commune 93.1 FM.
Paroles de métalleux with Belladonna this evening. You and I are one. Are you a good duo, Dani and Luana?
Are you?
Are you a good duo, you and I, you and you?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, we've been doing music together for such a long time that we've become one,
Yes,
when we do
sometimes
music.
it's difficult to distinguish between ourselves. Once we were in tour in the UK, we was near London, and I jumped on the stairs and I was falling on the stairs and I was screaming, and Danny was on a computer checking his mail and the other, and I was saying to Danny, Luana, why did you help me? I called him Luana in the moment of pain. And it's no, we are really like we call ourselves the Noir twins.
The Noir Twins. You are two
Yeah,
fingers
but
in the
the
hand.
song is not about ourselves. It's not. It's a love song. We are just like brother and sister.
Yeah, that's cool. I like this kind of relationships. Is it okay with your husband, etc.? No problem?
We are single.
Sorry.
We're not married. We're not married.
No, we are not married. We have difficulty in relationships because we're always doing music, so we don't have time.
Yeah,
It's a good option.
no. When I mean, like we,
just kidding. No. We.
it's what we do. It's our life,
Yes,
So whenever
and
we,
all the people that enter our lives understand perfectly the kind of relationship we have. So
and also, yeah, I mean, we say it's our work too, but we don't feel it's work. It's our life, So, yeah, whoever is around us, they all understand that.
if they don't understand, we are sorry.
No, they always understand it.
Sorry for this guy don't understand. So let's go the next. In 2013, Sweet Child of Mine, the cover of Guns N' Roses, and if I remind well, you were with the Guns before, for I don't know what. Guns N' Roses, Velvet and Revolver during a precedent tour. So why choosing this song? Because there is so many cover everywhere, but you change a lot of the song. It's so delicate now.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, well, I mean, that was the idea. We felt there was, I mean, we have a certain definite style when we do our songs. There's certain elements that are always there. The cinematic aspect, and then the piano and the guitar is played in a certain way, and we always record live. There's no click tracks, and Luana has a very dramatic voice. So all those elements, like we thought, what would Sweet Child of Mine sound like if we wrote it? And then when we thought about it, we realized that this song, which is a great rock song, I mean, it's one of the classic rock songs.
Yeah.
It's actually a love song, it's a very heartfelt love song. So we thought, like, if we did, it would sound more like a love song than it does now. So we worked on it, more like, oh, let's try it. And when we tried it, we loved it so much, we decided to record it.
It was also an experiment because we thought that its lyrics, the lyrics of the song, were. It's difficult when you listen to that song, to the original. You forget that it's a really romantic and sad song in a way, dramatic and. Really romantic and nostalgic, and because of the music is so uplifting that you don't notice this aspect.
It's also aggressive to the original.
So we wanted to enhance the aspects by doing something else with the music, and in our version it's more romantic, more the same lyrics. So it's strange how the music can change everything, It's in a movie. If you put a kind of music in a scene, you can imagine they are angry, or if you put another music, you can see hope. It's strange. So with the same lyrics and a different kind of music, you can imagine a different story.
Yeah.
So
and that's why we recorded it, because we felt, I mean, if you do it the same way, it wouldn't have made any sense to us. You know, it would have been, what's the point?
We sometimes call it Belladonna songs. We take a song and then we change
We do it our own
in a
way,
Belladonna way. So
Yeah.
this is so we did other covers. We did also Was Made for Loving You with the same philosophy.
On the same years after, still on 2013, you record your fourth album, Shooting Death with God. Again, Karma Warrior was the first preview on Rolling Stone Italy. Yes, it's not it's not a little magazine. Okay. The band you were immediately on tour again. So you like a lot live. I saw some live on YouTube of you. Yes, it's a kind of experience between, for me, noir, some psychedelic part sometimes, and the ambience. We feel you like you are near the auditors. You are really close from your auditors again and again and again. You were on the headline show on the borderline on London's, and yes, this kind of year, MySpace is dead, so you must reinvent yourself on internet. I think you are really close to your image on this kind of social network.
Yeah. I mean, after MySpace closed, it was more difficult for us to reach people. But on MySpace, it just happened, with us even trying. But I mean, we still have lots of feedback from all over the world, and we kept on doing records, and it's always been amazing. It's always been amazing. We always wish, that MySpace would come back, or something like that would come back, so they could be like anywhere where there could be a word of mouth about bands and artists.
Today it's really impossible
because now social media is owned by it's all based on advertising
and money, and it's really unfair, because if you think about it, sometimes I'm really sorry about new bands starting out their journey, because sometimes if you are not rich, you cannot reach people. This is incredible, and it's every day it's more like this, and it's more difficult. So you have to invest lots of money on Instagram, on Facebook, on Spotify, and on everything. We decided not to invest this money on these things, because it's lots of money that you have to invest if you want a result. But really think about a young artist now starting to do his or her music. It's difficult if you don't have money, and why sometimes people think that the internet is still a free thing, and they think that there is. It's like a classical media. It's just a box that is selling advertisements, and they make money, essentially.
Yeah. So it's a little more difficult, to reach. I mean, like before we would reach lots of people without doing anything, and now it's of course it's different, but it's still great. I mean, lots of avenues are open for us, in the meantime. I mean, we are such, in our path, we had so many adventures, as you said, that everything brings another adventure, and we always manage to support ourselves doing this, because we don't come from rich families or anything like that.
For 2015, something changed in our path, because we started working with Hollywood productions and things, because they discovered us and they start using our music. So for us, we have also this different kind of opportunity, and which is totally different from having to be exposed on YouTube and social media. It's totally different thing. But and we are happy that we had this opportunity, because it's rare. It's really rare.
Yes, but is it not strange? Because maybe on Christmas with your cousins or the daughter of your brother. Oh, Luana, it's your song in the cartoon. Is it not strange?
Yeah, well, it's wonderful. I mean, to have music when our music is used in movies and trailers and things, it's always great. It's great. It's a great way of. It becomes emotional in a different way because, of course, the images are connected with it, and it's truly wonderful. And also, like, it's a way, as Luana was saying, of people discovering us, and learning about the albums that we've done and all the songs that we've done, so far.
Is it exciting to get this new media? The trailer, cartoon.
Oh yeah, it's fantastic. It's very exciting. It's good. It's wonderful. And also, like, especially now, with the pandemic, we weren't able to play live anymore.
Yeah, fucking pandemic.
We managed to support ourselves.
It's incredible. Many bands are stuck and.
Yeah, so like doing having music in movies and trailers and things, it's a big help, because it also, I mean, it's wonderful, it's great fun, it's very exciting, but it also supports us
to survive and going on doing what we like.
Yeah, allows us to keep
something else.
Yeah,
so it's nice.
So it's great, and it all came from the cinematic thing that we were talking about before. There's a certain cinematic aspect to what we do, and that's what managed to get us into movies and trailers.
We have 4 minutes, so I will increase the speed, okay?
Yes.
Alors, so Shooting Dice with God in 2013. After the orchestral album 2016, I have some problem with a number. If you can help me, please. The orchestral album, okay?
I don't remember when it came out. I honestly don't remember.
2016?
Probably
Possible.
2016,
I think so.
Yes.
Yeah. It could be.
It could be, yes.
Yeah. That was an amazing experience. There was an amazing experience.
You were with like Ennio Morricone and play 10 of your song in another way. It's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was also an incredible experience in the human side because we did a crowdfunding asking all our friends and fans to contribute because we had this dream to make to record an album with a live orchestra. The album is all recorded live, and but it was expensive, so we did a crowdfunding, and it was incredible. All the people that wanted to join us and they wanted to listen to this album. So we managed. Eventually, we did it. We did it with the help of people.
Yeah, we raised $15,000, so it made it possible. Otherwise, it would have been too expensive for us
it was
to
impossible.
make. And some of the songs, one of the songs that we recorded, that ended up in the Michael Moore movie. So
yes,
that was
Fahrenheit.
Great. Yes, Fahrenheit 11/9. Yeah, it's Damn Your Love.
2 minutes. So after you make the last album, No Star Is Ever Too Far, and I discover you with the song Free. I like a lot this song. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
I'm like a little fanboy this evening, but sorry. Thank you. That's the life. And you experiment a few months ago the NFT, the New Future Travelogue, to get to a guy the master right of a song. It's a fucking good experiment. Really.
Yeah.
It's really fun.
Yeah.
Why? You have 30 seconds.
Yeah, a lot of people are doing it now, and we're really happy, to be the first to do it, and we're gonna do it again. And if you have only 30 seconds, please tell all the people that are listening to us to check us out on Spotify, Belladonna, of course, and if they write to us on Instagram, we reply to everybody.
Yes, check also the website belladonna.com, if I remember well.
No, it's belladonna.tv. We don't really use the website so much so people can write to us on Instagram or yeah, they can go to on the website. There's not really a lot, you know. We don't use Facebook with the band. We just use Instagram. So that's if they write to us, we always reply to everybody, and they can check us out on Spotify.
Thank you, Luana and Dani.
Thanks to you.
I don't give all my questions. Really, I have 2 pages again of question, but that's the life. The hour is finished.
We can do another one someday.
Yes.
Yes, but thank you a lot. I was really shy for this interview, and thank you for your
Thanks
so much.
Thanks so much to you.
You're really cool. Thank you.
No, you too. Thank you very much.
Thanks so much.
Thanks. Bye. Bye tout le monde.
Bye. Yeah. To everybody. Ciao. Au revoir.
Ciao.